O.J. Simpson, we've been talking about him a lot lately. Again, this is a man who does not, under any circumstances, want to go into the recesses of this world, like he suggested he did.
That sounds so dark, the recesses of this
He wants publicity in the worst way. So he has arguably taken a transphobic shot at Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes, Caitlyn did him a favor, I guess, in giving him something new to talk about. He was out in Las Vegas, and a photographer ran into him. You know how that works. They seem to,
they seem to find him a lot.
They always seem to find him, and asked him about Caitlyn. Recently saying during a radio interview, she said that she claimed that she and Kris Jenner, back in the 90s, back after the murders, said, we pretty much knew he was guilty right from the beginning, but the whole thing was, is he going to get away with it? So, how does OJ respond to Caitlyn saying she knew he did it?
Did you see the new Caitlyn excerpts?
I don't know
from her book?
I never met Caitlyn. As far as Bruce is concerned, I really didn't know him that well, but if you want to choose to live his life out as a old lady instead of an old man, hey, women live longer. He might be onto something.
Wow, what a cheap shot, OJ.
Yeah.
What a cheap shot.
Well, he didn't stab anybody. So.
It was a cheap shot, but you know, look, I think what he does is he is sitting there in cahoots with somebody, and they're figuring out, okay, what do we say today with this video?
Yeah.
But that's what's going on here. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that that's what's going on, and tomorrow there'll be something else. The reason we're showing this one to you is we're not getting duped so much, but I think the fact that he said this.
That he said that. And by the way, he's full of crap that he didn't. I barely knew Bruce.
That's a lie.
He knew Bruce. In fact, they vacationed together.
Well, no, Charles, this picture is more than a vacation together. Let me tell you what this picture is. This was a big picture in the trial.
Right there?
Yes, that's Kim.
Let me tell you what this picture is. 2 months before the murders, they all decided to go to Mexico. And it really is Bruce and Kris worked with OJ and Nicole because OJ was constantly confiding in Bruce and Nicole was confiding in Kris, and they were trying to see if the relationship would work. Nicole agreed to go to this, but reluctantly. But this was the last-ditch effort to see if the relationship would work, and the trip was a disaster. It didn't work out. 2 months later, she was dead. He killed her. So this was a really important picture in the trial, and Bruce Jenner was deeply involved, along with Kris, in the relationship between OJ and Nicole. So what OJ said is just a lie.
Right.
So, I mean, do you feel like OJ Simpson was ticked off and then tried to, was ticked off, and this was his way of getting a little back to shoot a diss back at him? Yeah.
What he does is he thinks that, oh yeah, the way to do it is to make fun of the fact that he's a woman now. And that's exactly what he did. That if he chooses to lead his life as an old lady as opposed to an old man, I mean, come on, that's the way you're dealing with this? But yeah, that's the way he's dealing with it. But the idea that
it's not like we had high expectations going in.
And
should say that.
And by the way, Kris Jenner didn't think that he was guilty. She knew he was guilty as soon as it happened.
Hi, this is Adele from Northridge. You know, I agree with you, Harvey. I think this is just, tit for tat and a low blow. But, trying to stay relevant so they can both stay on TV. I mean, really, they're just both.
Well, that's not the word.
Well, not the best word to use, but
no.
Get your drift.
Yeah, I just got to tell you, when I see these pictures, it's this flood of memories.
Old photo, right.
It's like, because that was so important in the trial.
And it probably came up because they were talking about the domestic violence, which...
No. This came up because it was 2 months before.
But Nicole had shared with Kris the fact that...
Oh, she knew all about the domestic... Well, but that was also semi-public.
Yeah.
But that picture was important because it was a trip OJ wanted to reconnect with Nicole, and she wasn't having him. And that's when things started to spiral out of control.
Wow.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.